Underneath. It's just a block.
Mark is really committed to the branding. I respect it.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the massive like water jet steel logo.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, I have a friend who who's a metal cutter. It's really cool. All right, I think we're actually streaming live.
Maybe that was it. I just want to play with a water jet. I got those lasers. Who's going to work?
Lasers are cool.
Well, I thought he tagged starting.
He's starting.
He's starting or you?
He is.
He is? Okay.
I want it to get better.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
They obviously didn't do over under.
Who didn't wrap his cable when he was done? Who was it that didn't wrap his cable?
Shame.
Yes, for shame. Okay, the
Why are we posting railroads?
No, especially when it's over here.
Yeah.
It makes it very difficult. No.
Average fresh.
Receiving airplay.
oh, receiving airplay.
Hey, I actually had enough seats. It's perfect.
I love the chairs.
Okay, we are literally broadcasting live.
On what?
On YouTube. On
Yeah.
YouTube.
Live on OnlyFans.
So Alvin, say something smart and nice.
I love Mark.
Aw. And truthful.
I like Mark.
All right,
Good to go?
ready to go.
Cool, great. As all of you know me, my name is Alvin for the YouTube audience and here now and forevermore. Obviously, my IP nickname given to me by Hollywood, I had no choice in the matter. So, as always, we need to do the joke. Where the hell is it? On screen.
You just use the arrow key.
Okay, word.
Boom.
So, what do I value? Well, I'm somewhat different than most people because I don't place my value in things. I place my value in sort of more the metaphysical realm to where you can achieve those things with anyone who has those traits. So, if we start, I have a list because I can't be bothered to shave things down. Thank you, Samantha.
No more anything for you. Go.
Yep. These are the traits that I believe are the most important to any human being if you want to have any kind of success, either in your personal life or with other people. Perspective and wonder. If you look at the world and you don't go, man, how long has that tree been there? Like, at a basic level, you should be able to look at things and be able to wonder about them with some modicum of intelligence and sophistication to where you're not just going, oh, wow, it's green. You're thinking about, oh, it's the chlorophyll that makes them green for XYZ chemical reasons, right? Limpidity and dynamic, this is pretty much just bougie talk for do something, change it up, and make sure it's clear. If in reality, these are the two building blocks for all great music across history, whether it's classical, rap, rock, metal, jazz, you name it, it abides by these rules. And I think they are rules that you can basically take with you anywhere else you go in life, especially if you have some perseverance to allow yourself to learn how to do things differently. And of course, you need to have, it has to be authentic to yourself and you gotta have some grit to you. If you can't do those things, to be quite honest with you, those last two things on the bottom there are fundamental to everything else. I really don't have time with dealing with anything else that has to deal with the top. If they are fake and if they didn't come through at least some semblance of hard work. What am I great at? Well, I actually struggled with this one because there are very few tactile things I've placed time into outside of music because I love playing instruments. Instruments are expensive, so I just been chilling with my guitar at home. So I again went with more metaphysical stuff that I believe will carry me throughout my life, such as recognizing patterns. I'm very good at decoding things that happen over time. Reading people, I am excellent. She can attest to it. I read people exceedingly well, and I sometimes use that for my own amusement. Making music, I've been doing it ever since I was in 8th grade. You can sit me down with a riff, and I can imagine piano parts, I can imagine bass parts, I can imagine vocal harmonies, I can imagine all of these things. And when I'm operating at max capacity, I can basically shit out a song in about 30 minutes if I have what I need in front of me. And part of that is because I can compute abstract information very well. And I put this one down here because in high school, I would have teachers who would recognize this ability of mine in class, and after class would literally ask me questions about their own personal lives because I was capable of doing such a thing. Now, I don't know why the hell they put that trust in me to ask me such questions, but they did. Listening and perception in general. I am a great listener, which is probably why I'm in music right now. And I can perceive things, which makes it really easy to decode, say, a Bach piece when I'm listening to counterpoint, and I can isolate the counterpoint and use that as my next inspiration. If I'm going to go really micro, but macro in general, I can just sort of tell when something isn't for me. For example, Mark, this class has not always been for me, and I've been able to recognize that and sort of proceed from that and not let my grumpy feelings take over. And improvising and challenging myself and others. Well, the room sort of knows me as a pain in the ass. This is probably why. It's because, quite frankly, if you're not improving, you're losing. And I'm constantly improvising because I'm constantly finding ways to be better at this thing called life. And quite frankly, honing in on the things that I love. Because what do I love? Well, again, besides all of those musical acts over time, I love control. Now that sounds like a huge red flag, but it's more so, it can be as simple as a handshake agreement of we are going to do this thing together and we understand what it means to do it together. It could be, hey, I need your help. I need you to do in this sector, just this thing. You have complete control over it, and I can do that. I love those situations. And shockingly enough, I love not having it because again, that's challenging to myself when I don't have those things. And because the second point, process and tangible results, I love being able to sit down and work through something over time. That's why I would lock myself away in Studio A, B, and C at UNH and just be there for hours because I'd sit there and be like, how the hell does this Moog synth work? How am I miking up this guitar? And how am I doing this? How is this song structure going to be? Because I love sitting down and toiling with something for hours and hours and hours while I figure out exactly how to get the tangible results that I want from it. Obviously, with that comes knowledge. I love knowledge. I always have. I told my mother this about 18 months ago when I was in the thick of the beginning of university, and I was like, I don't have patience for stupidity. And my mom goes, you have been like that ever since you were conscious. So probably about 15 years straight. I do not suffer fools gladly, is the saying in English. 4, sensibility. I put that down there because in the pursuit of knowledge, you can lose sight of what people actually have. And that's where sensibility comes in because, for example, for all music majors, I'm constantly listening to what the layman is listening to. I'm not just going down in the Herb Hancock rabbit hole and being like, oh, he was a sideman with Wayne Shorter. No. You gotta remember, his most famous hit is Chameleon because that bass line is simple and it gets the job done. You have to remember exactly what makes those things sensible and makes them live forever. And lastly, learning. I wouldn't be here if I didn't love to learn. I wouldn't be here if I didn't find value in that. And quite honest with you, all of these things can just be superseded by the fact that I love to learn. I could be, quite frankly, anything simply because I love learning. I love when things are difficult. I love when the answer's not right in front of me. I love only getting part of puzzles and then figuring out the rest. Mark, you said you love 0 to 1. I love 1 to 10. I love fixing everything up to be its absolute best, learning along the process. And it's why I chose audio engineering, because music, you sort of understand that over time and then keep learning. It all starts to make sense. And then all of these things fall into place wherever your learning will take you. That is who I am. Thank you. That's where you can contact me, poke me if you wish. Any questions?
Any questions? So, curious what the chord progressions around the top are.
Oh, that is a piece, a piano piece I wrote, about 18 bars or so. It's sort of a start. A lot of tension and dynamic in that.
Cool.
Nice little perception there, because that's like another little drop. Just I'm constantly improvising stuff.
I really like the, Abby, you asked the question, or the comment was made about, I didn't go through everybody's part. Part of that was intentional. I wanted to see how you would do on your own, and I got enough of a flavor to feel like it was going to be good. This is really good. It's really, it reminds me of you, meaning it's complicated, it's geometric, it's got a lot of flavor of how you seem to work in the world. So I think it's very apropos for what I would expect out of you. You also did it out of sequence, which I like. What do I love? What do I value? What am I great at? You did it the opposite, essentially. Which again, the contrarian in you, which is a great thing. Contrarians are difficult, but they're also necessary. In fact, I'd argue they're more necessary today than they've ever been. I don't have anything else. I think it's really well done and great work. Any other thoughts? Okay, Sam.
Well done, Grasshopper.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm Sam, if you don't know me, but you all do. That's stuck with me. Sorry. And this is What Do I Love? So, the biggest thing is my people. I surround myself with the most amazing people that I think I can. I come from a very large family. On the bottom, all the way down there, is my dad's side of the family. At least most of them. There's like 40 of us on that side. Then right under my people is my mom's side of the family. There's 30 of us on that side. So I got 70 people surrounding me, rooting for me every single day of my life. And I probably talk to them, most of them once a week, which is crazy to think about. But they're the best people in the world. Everyone else on the screen has supported me through some of the shittiest parts of my life. I've been through a lot of shit for a 20-year-old.
Oh God.
Sorry, Mark. I mean, in 7th grade, I lost 3 of the most important people to me within 6 months, 2 within the same week. My Lola and my best friend. That put me through shit. That made my parents go through shit with me, and I apologize to them every single day of my life for that. But they stood by me to the point where my dad was sitting next to me in the ER bed asking me if I wanted peanut M&Ms or blueberry muffin. Because that's what you ask your child when she's sitting in an ER bed, obviously, to make me feel better. But as I've grown up, I've done it next to my best friend of 16 years now, and my siblings, and every single person I possibly can that I love with my whole heart. The next thing is animals. I have 3 puppies and 2 kittens and a 120-gallon fish tank. My brother bought 2 snakes in the house, 3 geckos. My sister has a dog, 2 cats, and my grandparents have a dog, and those animals are the world to me. My puppy that we got when I was in 5th grade became my ESA, and she will sit by me and keep me company when I'm having a panic attack. And Lord, that dog has been through some shit too. But my animals get me up in the morning because one of them has to pee, they have to eat, and they make sure I go outside, they make sure I laugh, they make sure I am as happy as I can be, and I would do anything to protect them. And Lord, am I happy to go see them this week, because I miss them. Next thing is creativity. There's a lot of shit on this page, and I'm aware of that. My parents tried to make me do soccer and softball and karate. I hated it. I made them put me into a dance school. They did not know what to do with me. I'm the youngest, and both my siblings are athletes. So they did not know that meant they would have to sit through hours of dance recitals. They did it. That led me to being creative in so many other ways. I bake when I'm stressed. My roommates can attest to that. They have come home many times to me baking dozens of cookies, and I don't think that they complain about it though. I did makeup for a very long time. Did that as a creative outlet. I sing. I play the piano. I do violin. And most of these pictures up here of concerts are ones that I took. I got into concert photography. Just more ways for me to let myself de-stress. I did sewing. I still do sewing. I got my first sewing machine in like 4th grade. But being creative is what keeps me sane. It's what keeps everyone around me sane from having to deal with me, is if I do these things. And yeah. The last thing is nature. I am lucky enough to where I grew up with a hiking trail right above my house. And I never took that for granted. It is a place where I go. Where's the picture? That one right there with that river is right above my house. It's about a half an hour hike up to that highest point. And I'll go after work. And it's just such an easy way for me to be happy. It's where I go with my friends when we want to do something. I grew up on the ocean in Cape Cod, and since then I now grow up on the Hudson River, as lovely as it is. It's just where I find peace. It's where I can go and connect back to my angels, and where I just feel happiest. If I can do something outside, I will do outside. If I can go work outside, I will work outside. If I can be in the sun, I am happy. Vitamin D is the best therapy, in my opinion, besides actual therapy. Next, what do I value? There are 5 things that I probably value the most: faith, drive, loyalty, confidence, and transparency. Faith, everyone has something you believe in. If you don't believe in anything, you are probably someone that has shit morals and I don't want to be around. There's something that you think is pushing you to do something, and you gotta have faith in that. Drive, I'm a hard worker. I try my best to be a hard worker, and my drive is what pushes me to do so. If you're someone who has drive, I will surround myself with you. If you don't have drive, I will tolerate you. Because at that point, what are you doing? Loyalty. I, as I said, love hard. And I will be loyal to you. And I expect the same from the people around me. If you're not loyal to me, if you screw me over, man, will I rain hell on you, because I am a vengeful bitch. Not gonna lie to you. Confidence. The work I put out in the world is something I have to have confidence in, and I expect anyone around me to have confidence in their abilities. If you aren't confident in what you're doing, go get better at it. You can get better at it. I promise you, it's not that hard. Transparency. Well, I just told you I was a vengeful bitch, so I feel like that's pretty transparent. Be transparent with me. That's all I ask for. I can handle it. I'll be transparent with you. If you're doing something that pisses me off, I'll probably tell you. And what am I great at? Hobbies, growth, empathy, creativity, and selling myself. And I will explain the last one, I promise. Hobbies. As you can tell under the creativity thing of what I love, I do anything and everything. I have a large slew of hobbies, and it's expensive, but it's fine. Growth. I have been working on myself since 9th grade, 10th grade of trying to become a better human being. I was pretty shitty at one point, and I try to get better. Still am. Growth between myself personally, between my health, between my relationships, everything. Empathy. I will console any person around me, and I can feel what they feel. It's not something I take lightly. If someone is having a shit day, I probably feel shitty with them, and I will help try to make them feel better as best as I can. Creativity, as stated before, it's what fuels me. I am the most soup person that you will probably ever meet, but creativity is what fuels all of it. I grew up in a business of my parents' business, and they are the most soup people probably also, but it was a jewelry business where I grew up creating bracelets, and that's just what I was raised to do. So I became very good at being creative in both a work standpoint and just every other point of my life. And selling myself. We were talking about our resumes in our house the other night. I have a resume of 2 pages at the age of 20, full of jobs. There's not a single volunteer thing on there. That is not normal. It is because of the fact that I am really good at selling myself to people, which is crazy. And it has given me a shitload of opportunities. And I've never been more grateful to anything in my life, but I can hand someone my resume and tell them every single point in which I've done something, I've related back to something else. And man, do I have a lot of work experience at 20 years old. But you gotta be good at selling yourself and being confident in what you can do. And that's all. Thank you. This is where you contact me. Any questions?
Color selection is obviously purple is your color.
I had
Mine
bright
too.
purple hair for all of high school.
And the font choice is nice. The whole overall very nice. I like the fact that you didn't use a lot of. There's something to be said for more, and there's something to be said for less. And you did that fine. Were you nervous?
I don't like talking about myself, which sounds crazy.
Well, that's part of the exercise, right? That's part of the exercise.
If it's in an interview situation, I can do it. Talking about myself, just in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for Sam? Okay. All right. Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
All right. Who's prep?
Fine.
That should have lost.
What? There we go. Present button.
I could find it. Oh, great. What?
I said this looks like you.
Right
Yeah.
now, the present button, there should be a button for the present button.
What do you mean that's the best? No. What?
Oh shit.
Wait, no.
That was tough.
Trevor,
I'm not good with
the headline, top liner writer.
What about what?
You're a top liner.
I am. So
Oh, for the love of God.
Trevor, you good?
I don't think I followed that. I swear I'm sober. I don't.
I
don't
think
know
I
anyone. I'm sober and medicated. I still didn't follow.
No one did, don't worry.
Cool.
You missed your Adderall.
folks at home.
Nope. It's the only one that they have to know. Brother.
Someone put on a show for the folks at home.
What do you use?
Trevor, start breakdancing.
Commercial breaks.
It's actually a PDF.
Yeah, this is not a. Did you send him a link or a doc?
I said
Now available. You're going to Walmart. Better than others.
and
That's why I make the
welcome
media
back to this
money.
commercial break, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay!
All right, so hello everybody. People in the room know who I am, but for the folks at home, my name is Brandon Picard, and I have the Brandon Picard and Nashville the Experience presentation. So here we go. So before I get into any of it, shout out to my cousin Guillermo. He's the one that made this logo for me like a while back. It looks nice. I know it looks like music. But yeah, so before we get to before we get to the what do I love, what am I great at, etc. Here's a little fun facts about me. Oh God. So I was born in New Haven, Connecticut, at the lovely Yale New Haven Hospital. I've been in the hospital 3 times. One for when I was born, one for when I had to get my appendix removed, and I passed out twice in half an hour.
Word.
Due to dehydration. So stay hydrated, kids, please. And then for most of my life, I lived in Hamden. I did preschool, elementary school, and 7th grade in Hamden. And then we realized, oh yeah, Hampton's expensive. Those that live in Connecticut. So then we moved to West Haven, where I am still living at. And I did 8th grade, high school, and University of New Haven. So we got that going for me. Meet Merck. Sorry. So we got the anagram. Sorry. I had to. So I made up an anagram for this entire presentation. It's called Mark Montgomery's Decision-Making Matrix, as he mentioned in an interview that he did a while back. So it's what do I love, what do I value, and what am I great at? So let's talk about what I love. First is my family. My family has been very supportive throughout my entire life, including the fact that this is like my first time actually moving out of the house and actually going to Nashville. They've called me every day, FaceTime me every day, just to see how I'm doing, even if it's just for a short amount of time. My mom is Thai and my dad is Ecuadorian, and that's my brother. His name is Anthony. He is 13, going to die next year. So I'm proud of him every day, no matter what he does, and that's the best part about family, isn't it? This is my dad's side of the family. Can you tell there's Hispanic? But probably you can. The one in the top middle picture with the red jacket on, that's my grandma. I never got the chance to meet my grandpa because he passed away a while back, like way before I was born. But I'm lucky enough to have known my grandma, my aunts and uncles, my cousins, family friends that we've met. And then this is my mom's side of the family. Some of these people live in New York, so good to have family nearby. Most of these people are in Thailand. The three pictures in the middle, that is my grandfather who passed away in 2012. And the one in the middle, I forget who that person is. I think that's my uncle. I think so. I'm so sorry. And then the one on the right is my grandma who passed away not too long ago. So yeah. So here we go. Moving on. And friends. I love my friends. Some people you might recognize. And here's Sam in the bottom left holding a jar of pickles, and Alvin and Joe and myself playing games on our phones. And everyone else is someone I've known for a long time, and I love all of them. I love you guys too, I guess. No possible. And other miscellaneous things. I love animals. That's my neighbor's dog from back home. She's the one that adores me the most for some reason, so she deserves to go on my present. Playing the alto sax and band. I've played the alto sax for 11 years. I think this year will mark as my 12th. That includes also being in some variant of concert band. And I did marching band all throughout my high school, and I'm still doing it in college. And I'm still going to do it with you, Mr. Drummer Guy. Yeah, I hope you're excited for next semester. Jet skiing, I love jet skiing. I think there's nothing further with that. Work, this is the only time that I'll actually be happy about going to work. Any other time, I'm somewhat miserable, but then it gets better. So I think it's just a matter of dealing with the right people, the right environment, the right time. Food, this is an example of an Ecuadorian dish that my grandma made. It's really good. It's mixed with like rice, chicken, fried bananas, etc. The outdoors, you see that view? That is an amazing ass view. I love the outdoors. That is one of the reasons why I go outside. And then there's pools. I think that photo is me, my dad, my uncle, and my brother at a jacuzzi. That shit was hot as fuck, but it's fine. Coffee. I drink coffee every morning. My roommates can attest to that. That is the 45-year anniversary of Over Records, the internship where I was interning at. TV shows and game shows. Also, roommates can attest to that. That's my comfort series for every time that I eat or relax, etc. Music. Love music. That's always one. And happiness. I don't think there's any time where any of you have seen me not be happy. There's some sort of smile on my face, and I think that's a good trait that I have.
You'll live longer.
And what?
You'll live longer.
Yeah, exactly. I took a picture of the Over Records offices. I enjoyed working there, and that's another part of what I love. It's actually not a bad environment to be in. Everyone is really nice. And sorry, that was not meant to be sarcastic. I actually love that place, guys. I love that place. I swear. I love it. No.
It's like a grandma's house.
Next is what do I value? Loyalty, honesty, respect, communication, leadership, self-reflection, progress, and flexibility. All those things I think are really self-explanatory, so I don't think I need to go any further with that. These are the values that I've grown up with, and with the exception of my parents who have taught me these values, I'd like to make some honorable mentions really quick. Jonathan Nice, he was my 3rd and 6th grade teacher who passed away like 5 years ago, but he was one of the greatest people I've ever met, and he taught me these values. And I don't know what I'd do without him as one of the greatest teachers I've had. Eric Pimer, when I did swim in 8th grade, he was one of the best coaches I've had. Also taught me the values and actually told me to never give up on yourself. Because at one point, when I first started being on the swim team, I wanted to quit because I didn't find the drive in swim, but he changed that for me. So shout out to Coach Eric. Lastly, what am I great at? Public speaking. I hope I'm not doing too bad with talking in front of you guys because I had a fear of stuttering because I've stuttered in the past. I hope I'm doing somewhat fine. Listening. I've been called a rubber duck sometimes, but with feeling. I listen. Don't worry. I promise I'm a great listener. And if I'm not, please tell me. Swimming. I've done. You'll see a photo in a second. Sleeping. I love sleeping almost 8 hours a day. It's good for you. Taking responsibility. If you were to tell me if I did something wrong or if I said something wrong, I will take that and not lie to you and say that I didn't do or didn't say a certain thing. I will take responsibility and learn from it. Networking. I didn't think I would be good at networking until I came down here. Coming down here really validated that, meeting new people. Discovering something worth my interest. I'll explain that in a second. And being determined, being sincere. If I find something that I think that I could most certainly do, which is most likely anything, I'll do it. And being sincere, I'll explain that toward the end. This is John Prine's son, Jack. I've had the pleasure of working with him, and part of that is the networking. If I ever want to contact, Obey Records for any sort of reason, we've got great guys like him to, contact and see what's up. Thank you, Mark, for providing the Mission Possible assignment, because I would have never met her had it not been for that assignment. Maria, we're going to start her. If you're watching, hey, going to the MMF Nashville seminar, me and Sam went to that. Another great place for networking, and I'm thinking about going to the one at NYU in June 3rd. Something unrelated to music, I found a digital architect webinar that I attended. It was very useful in knowledge. I'll just read what a digital architect is. It's someone who uses a high-value digital skill to provide a service that solves an important problem for a business. I found that interesting. I took some notes on it, and I hope to use that knowledge that I learned from that. There's me in high school, swimming my ass off in backstroke. Freestyle and backstroke were my strokes. If you were to tell me to do breaststroke or butterfly, don't. I hate it so much.
That was not an I am then.
But no, I'm not an I am guy, no. And I was so good at swimming that I did lifeguarding for 2 years, and then come to realize I hated it. So I didn't have to save anyone, which was a good thing, but I completely disliked lifeguarding and never went back. Because the management also sucks too, don't even so. And here's the sincerity part. Huge thank you to Steve, Shay, and most importantly, Mark. You're the man for making this class really cool. And there's Harrison. Harrison, if you're watching, you're the GOAT, my man. Thank you for being there.
I hope he's watching.
And obviously, thank you to Mark for being really helpful throughout our times here in Nashville. And my bosses at Oh Boy, Eileen and Colin, for being a great support system for dealing with me and not knowing what the hell I'm doing. And now that I know the things that I know, thank you. And this was worth it. Y'all made it worth it, and I hope you guys know that. You guys made it worth it. And yeah, that's it. And search me up, Brandon Picard. I didn't put any contact info, but search up Brandon Picard. And that's it. Thank you.
Well put together. Blue's your favorite color.
Yes.
Reflected in the shirt as well.
Yep.
Energy.
Can you go back just one of the things? Keep going back.
Yep.
The way you put the narrative together, I thought was really well done, and I like the way you use these. I appreciate your heart. You're a very you're not afraid to say how you feel. And I think that's a unique skill that you need to recognize will come in very handy for you in your career. And you're not, all of you, my experience with all of you is that you all seem to have a level of confidence. And I know that ebbs and flows. Imposter syndrome is real. It's real when you're 58. It's as real as it is when you're younger. But you all seem to have a pretty good grip, generally. And again, I know those things ebb and flow, and I heard therapy and meditation, and so there's a lot to life. But it feels like you guys seem pretty grounded, and I really do appreciate your specifically the fact that you're calling it out and you're not afraid to tell people that they mean something to you, and that's, I think, a really wonderful thing. Absolutely. All right, who wants to go next? Okay, come on.
Do you teeth whiten, Brandon?
Robin?
Do you teeth whiten?
No.
This guy
Okay.
was looking at your lips.
I just. Oh. It's okay, Max. It's okay. I just need to know why Max so bright.
This is off the record. You're saying.
You're not on
live
video.
on the internet. I have a girlfriend, YouTube. I have a girlfriend.
And I'm straight, guys, I swear. I'm straight. Shut up.
Anyway.
Okay, my turn. Obviously, you guys all know my name is Abby, and this is my presentation on what do I love. All these pictures up here are the #1 people in my lives, minus my parents. I have my sister Amelia, who's smack dab in the middle. That's the girl that I'm hugging. Next to that, on the right, is my sister Catherine. On the bottom right is my best friend Brenna and my best friend Emma. Sorry, you guys weren't there. I didn't edit it, so the
My
pictures
girlfriend's on there, bro.
You guys are good. You're in my heart. And the left picture with me in the middle is my best friends Jordan and Bella. Bottom is Joanna and Abby. Top left is my friend Jenna, and then all the way at the top are all the lovely girls that I met in Italy. I won't go through their names, but we're gonna move forward. If you know me, I love making to-do lists. So of course, I made a to-do list. We're gonna talk about me. We're gonna talk about things that I love, things that I value, things that I'm great at. We're gonna go through a photo gallery, and then my thank you song. So who am I? My name is Abigail Martin, Abigail Elizabeth Martin. I was born on June 24, 2005 at 8:30 in the morning in Jacksonville, North Carolina. That is a picture of me that was taken in Switzerland. I just studied abroad last semester. So I am back-to-back studying abroad, which was really big for me, but this has been a big year. So I'm excited to, take the lessons that I've learned and move forward. I am a very complex person. I have a very complex background. My father was in the military for 21 years, so I moved from place to place to place, here, there, and everywhere. And I could tell you 51 million stories about it all, but we don't have time for that, so we're gonna move on. What do I love? I love my friends and family. They are my #1. I really can't go into detail about how much I love them because I would not be standing here without them. #2 is music. Music has always been a huge part of my life. That picture of me in the middle is me actually teaching children ages 5 through 13 music. I am a camp counselor in the summer. I will actually not be returning this summer. Last summer was my last one. But anyways, I teach children music. I teach them how to sing. I teach them how to read music. And then we have like a group performance every Friday. So I teach them dance moves, this, that, and the other thing. But music has always been really, really huge to me. And it was instilled in me by my family and my friends, as well as traveling. Like I said, my dad was in the military. So I was born in North Carolina, lived in Virginia, Kansas, Japan for 4 years. Now I live in Massachusetts. And like I just said, I just finished studying abroad. So traveling has always been huge to me, and I love learning everything that other cultures have to offer, and seeing what the world has to show you. Like I was talking about with teaching is huge. Teaching and learning are really important things to me. I think Alvin was talking about how much he loves to learn. I think there's so much to learn in the world, and everyone should continue to learn. And I think that's huge in teaching. I love life. I love to live. I think every day is a gift, and I think that's really huge. Coloring is my way of de-stressing. I have 4 different coloring books, and I actually just packed up my markers, so I won't be coloring tonight. But but coloring is my #1 way to de-stress and relax. What do I value? Nature work. Thank you. Both of these are my backgrounds. The phone background on this slideshow is my background for my Chrome. So when I go to search anything up, that's my background. And then the MacBook background is actually the background for my MacBook. I value many things. I had to kind of sum it up into these 6 main points. Honesty. You be honest with me. I'll be honest with you. I'll scratch your back. You scratch mine. This, that, and the other thing. But if you're going to give me shit, I'm going to give you shit. Sorry, that's how life works. Loyalty is huge. You're going to stab me in the back, I'm going to stab you in the back. Same thing with honesty. Kindness, being kind. I don't think there's enough kindness in the world. I think being kind goes a long way, and there's a circle. And we can get into that whole psychological and physiological. Confidence. If you know me, I'm very confident in myself. I know who I am, and I will not change for you. So being confident and having that confidence in yourself and having confidence in what you believe in and what you are going to do is huge. Perseverance, being able to know what you want to do and being able to persevere to get there is huge to me. I think that's a very important value to have. And I think if you don't have perseverance, you will not go very far. And I'm sorry to say that. The last point that I had was empathy. If you are not being empathetic, what are you doing? You're not going to feel what other people are feeling. I don't know if many of you know this, but my grandmother did recently pass away, and my grandfather passed away in December. And I have received a lot of empathy from people around me, and I also haven't received a lot of empathy from people around me. And I think that has shown me who I want to surround myself with and who I don't. And I think if you are not being empathetic, then you need to look at yourself in the mirror and figure out what you are. What I'm great at. We could go on forever because I feel like I'm great at a lot of things. But I summed it up. We won't be here for 10 minutes. I summed it up. I know. The first thing that I had was connecting. I love to connect with people. I love to network, and Sam pointed out really well. I love to sell myself to people. Kind of an odd way to put it, but yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, but that, you know what?
It is.
That's networking. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
So I love to connect with people. I love networking. I love talking to people and learning more about people, where they come from, who they are. Max and Brady actually know this really well because I will get in the car with them and be like, oh yeah, that guy's from New Jersey. He actually lives like 30 minutes from where my dad was born. They're like, how do you know that? I love talking to people. Number 2 was learning. I talked about this earlier, and Alvin talked about it a lot in his presentation, but I love to learn. I'm constantly reading articles. My dad is sending me articles. I love to consume knowledge and be able to talk to people about different topics. Like I was just saying, I love talking to people, so it's nice to know a wide variety of things in case you need to talk to someone. Writing, I write down pretty much everything that I'm feeling. It makes me a very good songwriter, which has its pros and cons. But I love writing and getting everything out on paper because I feel like it gets it out of my head. I'm a huge overthinker. If you know me, I'm a huge overthinker. So writing it all down makes it a lot easier. Creating, I love to create. Sam was talking a lot about her creativity, but I love creating. Like I said, I love coloring. Max and I have written a couple songs. Anything that gets my creative brain, moving is really important to me. Adaptability. I'm very, very good at being adaptable and being flexible. I feel like my dad was really huge in that. My mom too, but with my dad being a Marine, he kind of has to be adaptable. So he was really really passionate about instilling in me that the world is always changing and you always need to have a plan A and then a plan B and a C and then probably a D, maybe an E if you really need it, but you can pretty much stop at D. But being able to be adaptable and flexible, I got stuck in Munich. I was alone. I was solo traveling Europe and I got stuck in Munich and I had to figure out how I was going to get home because I had class. So I had to be flexible and adapt to my new situation, figure out how I was going to get back to Italy. The last one is reading. I love to read. I love to learn. I'm actually on my, I think, 6th book this year. I'm a little slower. But I love to read because I love to consume knowledge. This is my universe and me. These are the most important people in my life. The Colosseum was one of my favorite places that I've ever seen, ever, period. I could go and sit in front of the Colosseum all day long and just look at it. But yeah, my universe, they say the world doesn't revolve around you, but my world is me. So my whole world kind of does revolve around me, in a sense. So thank you. And that's all that I have.
Elegant, clean. You're obviously you are confident, and you do. It does come forward both in your speaking in a format like this, and also in individually and interpersonally. You also have good communication skills via email, which is a huge trick, right? That's a big one. Any questions? Well done. Thank you. Who wants to go next?
Fine.
All right.
Oh no! That me? That was you. That was
Oh my God! I'm sorry. Wally, hold on.
Wally,
What has happened? Oh my God! For the one person watching, this
is that my mom?
is that your mom? Did you send her the link?
Actually, no.
Okay, we're good.
I didn't send it.
You did?
I did not.
I was gonna say. You gotta see me.
No, this guy hates me.
He said he had a bush.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did make it. Brady made the cut.
Good man. Good man.
I mean, it's whatever. Are you Brady?
Yeah.
I don't want to be.
Yeah. Can you?
I don't want to.
Can we switch? Actually,
Did you send? What did you send me?
What?
What did you send me?
It's a Canva.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Canva. Hold on.
That's good.
I know.
All right, we ready?
We're ready.
Oh, I see. You just want to leave for the best part.
Sorry, Max. I want to say
Oh, okay.
on
Max, are you offended? You should be offended, Max.
You know.
Max,
You're not hurting Hancock, bro.
Yeah, no, hey, I respect. I would go see a Hancock.
throw a tantrum right now.
Do it. Throw a tantrum.
And 6.
Have fun, yo.
7 out of 10.
We ready?
Hey, remember,
What is on YouTube?
lifetime guarantee.
Okay, I'll use.
What's going on, guys?
Yes, yes.
Max!
All right. We ready?
We're ready.
Are you
Go.
sure? Brett, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Good?
Take it easy for a second. Okay. All right. What's going on, guys? My name's Max. This is going to be my What Do I Love presentation. Just a little thing before. If you can see my nipples through my shirt, don't lie. I mean, I heard you might be able to. So if there's any kids out there, I might swear a little bit. I'm not going to try to, but that's how I am. So yeah, here's a couple pictures of me. I'm not going to talk too much about this. We'll just go right into it. Okay, who am I? I ain't shit. I'm nowhere where I want to be yet, which was the last thing I put down. I think I have a lot of building to do for now, and I think that I can only get farther and farther into my career. I'm from Massachusetts, so I like to say I'm a complete masshole. I'm kind of a douche sometimes. If you don't know me, at least, I'm kind of a douche. I'm pretty quiet, and I kind of look at people in a weird way. People say I have a resting bitch face once in a while. But I have a mullet, so you can kind of tell maybe kind of douchey. I'm low key, like I said before. I'm super chill. I don't talk too much when I'm in like a group setting that much, but I like to listen a lot. I'm a novelty seeker. I like to adventure out and do new things I've never done before. I think that helps me stimulate my brain. I'm very competitive. Perfectionist. I'm a complete
perfectionist when it comes to work, school, sports, any sort of competition. When we go into competitiveness, I'm keen into what I like, and I will try the hardest to be the best at it. So if we're gonna do my to-do list. This isn't Abby's to-do list because she's a little sweat at it. But so we have my loves, my values, my greats, the things that give me enjoyment, the things that give me faith, and the things that give me confidence. So first off, we're gonna start with my loves. What do I love? First off, we're gonna go to top right. My family, my uncle, my grandmother, my dad, my brother, and me in the back. My mom's in the middle. My brother's fiance is right in front of my brother with mustache, and then my girlfriend's over there. I don't have a huge family, but this is my closest family. My grandmother cooks every Sunday, and let me tell you, the Italian food is amazing. Next, we have my friends, my slash girlfriend. My friends are in the middle. Those are all my roommates from last year and freshman year. Carlos, Mikey, and Seb. I just put my college roommates, but I also have a lot of close friends, one from Ireland, and a lot of people from high school. My dog, Penelope Rose, we get to call her Penny, but she's down on the left. That's her after a fresh grooming. And hair grooming. Playing guitar. That's me playing guitar actually in Studio D in Blackbird. Hey, Studio A. We were doing a little project for school, and I got to record with my entire group, and that was super cool. I never really got to do that before. Watching / playing sports. I don't have a slide. Oh, that's me. There it is. That's me playing baseball in high school. I gave it up because I wanted to go study abroad, and I thought abroad and Nashville wasn't going to work with baseball. So I gave it up to the best. So next, we're going to go through traveling. Like I said, I studied abroad, bottom right. Picture me next to an ATV in Moroccan desert, which is actually Sahara. I also got to travel abroad, and I think overall that helped me the best in my ability to be a little independent. I still struggle with it sometimes, but I'm trying to be the best with it. And next is my culture. I'm Italian, so like I said, my grandmother makes fresh meat and sauce every Sunday, pasta, whatever, lasagna. She makes eggplant parm, chicken parm. Yeah, we could go the distance with that kind of stuff, meatballs. But I love it. I love to eat my culture. I love to learn about it. I love to be surrounded in it. What do I value? Talked about my family a little bit, my deep relationships, family, friends, everybody like that. People that I like to stay close with. Next thing would be health. I'm very keen on my health. I like to make sure I'm in the best ability to strive for the next goal I have. And I think for that is to make sure my health is in top shape. Help / advice. I think this is one of my most important ones. I think it's good to get feedback from working and your bosses and anything that's going on into your career so you can learn from it. Connections is a big one. Like I said, I've built a lot of connections being here in Nashville. I think hopefully that will help me to strive into my future. Dedication. I think if you're dedicated to something, then that means you're going to give your all to be best at it, which is what I want to do with music. Kind of relates to desire. I desire to be the best person I can possibly be. Passion. I think everybody should have a passion in their life, and I think that's what strives them to wake up and do whatever they do in their life. And gratitude, I think it's very important to thank everybody that surrounds you and to be grateful for what you have in this world. What am I great at? I kind of struggle with this. I don't think I'm too great at much, but we're just going to talk about it a little bit. Problem solving, I think, is a big one. I used to be a lifeguard like Brandon, and I used to do lifeguarding at a beach in the Cape. And there's a funny story about me having to jump on a jet ski and save this middle-aged woman that was being surrounded by sharks.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And I just did it. As the lifeguard, and it was two shark fins that we saw, but they said it was possibly 3 sharks. And I had to jump in the water, grab her, throw her on the jet ski, and get her as fast as possible.
Communicate. Whoa, maybe it's not good. Communication is my next one. When I want to, I think I'm a great communicator. Sometimes there's points in my life where like I get overstimulated a little bit. I like to, but I think most of the time I'm able to communicate with the people around me and to be able to have a great conversation with them, give them eye contact. I think it's important. Work ethic, I think, is one of the biggest ones that I'm great at. I think I have a very big work ethic. I want to be best at what I can possibly be at. And I think from that, what I value is advice that helps you be the best person. But I think I like to try my hardest in any way I can. Caring for others, I think I care deeply about everybody surrounding me. Obviously, I think that they're the most important people around me. I'm very extroverted, so anybody that's around me, I try to care for them as well. Songwriting / music. Ever since I've been in Nashville, I'm trying to release an album, and I think it's going to happen this next semester coming back to New Haven. But I love to songwrite, and I love music itself. I love playing the guitar, which is my main instrument. And like I said, I love to songwrite. Sports is a big thing. I bet you I could cook any of you in spike ball, cornhole, or can jam. Yard games are my shit, and I put $1 million on it. But yeah, ping pong, whatever. Like, I'm just a big sporty guy. I'm very grateful for having that athleticism that I did when I was growing up. And I put poker on here. I've won some pretty good money on poker. It's kind of my degen status I'm at right now. Eventually I'll grow out of it, but I have won some decent money on poker. And I think that's it. You're welcome.
Woo-hoo.
Any questions? No.
Excellent.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. And I feel like everybody got like things, and I didn't get anything. So
You're getting something. Hold on.
Go back. What do you mean by this?
Whose car is that?
Oh, that's mine.
Stop lying.
I was in downtown Florence, and I took a picture from the car.
And is that Guinness? That is Guinness.
That's me. Yeah. I could have talked about my picture though.
Yeah. So what I so to the feedback, I already gave you this feedback.
Yeah.
But it's all the things we talked about. It's clean, it's symmetrical, it's all those things. It's also, I wonder now that you've done it, because I feel like you thought it was silly.
Yeah.
Doing this.
Oh yeah,
Was this helpful to you?
Yeah, I put it
kind of after the fact.
should read by surface.
Okay, I'll agree.
But I think it actually I think I struggle with public speaking. I struggle a little bit. I think it actually really helped me.
Well, you didn't tonight.
You like so?
No, it's good.
I appreciate it.
It was really good. Any other feedback for him? Okay.
I go through some pictures, but as we drink Guinness in Ireland,
Okay.
it's me and my brother up top when we were young. That's me with an
Bacon?
onion.
Is that bacon?
No, onion. So I was a big onion ring kid, and all the crispy part of the onion ring came off. So there's just onion.
Yeah, I know your breast stand.
And then that's also Ireland. One of my best friends moved to Ireland. Is from there, and it's picture of me. I don't know. I'm rocking the New Haven colors though.
You are right.
Actually, I think I'm rocking the New Haven shirt. And that's
From
my best friend's Tom. I've met him since October. So
Cool.
those are those pictures.
Don't
I
know.
think the rest
It
of
does
them-
it every time.
Yeah.
I was
That's a picture of me in a olive grove in Lake Como, Italy, playing guitar.
in where?
Lake Como, Italy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like snap. It's worse.
It's everywhere.
And then Florence, yeah. So.
Whose guitar is it?
Mine. I brought it to you. One of my.
What kind of is that?
It's a Fender. It's a Fender.
Was that one of your bags?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my bags. is
You
a
used
guitar.
it as one of your bags?
I wrote my first music in it.
Good for you. I would not have used it.
We good?
Only an hour.
Cool. Yeah, sorry.
Who wants to go? Oh, fuck it, Joseph. Trevor.
Run up.
Sure. Okay.
Fuck it.
Oh, I love. We were going black and white. All right. You just
Go
gotta.
look at it.
It's the right spotlight. Just turn your head down a little bit.
There you go.
There you go. Oh.
Photosynthesis.
Yeah, careful. That thing will tip right over on you.
Hi, my name is Joseph DiTomaso. This is my love, value, grade at presentation. Here we have a picture of me in Delaware, walking my dog. I did not know this picture was taken, so
Don't worry, don't
I'm a
worry.
little bit hunched over.
It's
Kind of
Aura.
sucks ass.
It's Aura. Don't worry about it.
It's nice.
Right. This is the to-do list, half for everyone here to follow along and half for me. So I don't need to keep switching between tabs in my notes because pain in the ass, I don't like switching between tabs. Anyways, what I love, music. That's my logo, that's my alias. Writing, that's that logo, that's that alias. I enjoy the anonymity that certain artists have. And while it's not really a thing that I need, it was more of an artistic choice to have my face covered up and stuff. What I love, cooking. That's the only picture I have of me cooking somehow. And these are all things I've made. It says enhance the show texture because these are not actually pictures of stuff I made. This is just pics I found online of stuff I made.
Right.
My presentation.
So you're saying you didn't make that?
Those
My,
meals he made.
they're
Just
meals
not
I made
those
when
pictures.
they're other people's pictures. Right?
Got it, okay.
Gotcha.
Was
In
their
case
meal better than yours, or was your meal better than theirs?
Theirs was 100%.
We're not supposed to be doing this, but I'll check.
I put it on what do I love because I'm not great at. I just like doing it.
Oh.
Like,
That's actually one thing.
I notice how it's all possible because I am Italian. Pasta is my lifeblood. Photography, again, I love it. I'm not great at it. I don't really care. Just me and a phone taking a picture of the shit that I think looks cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What I love again, family. We got my dad's side on the top left, mom's side on the top right, immediate family bottom right, bottom left. Jesus Christ. And my dog on the bottom right. Somehow my dog is not on any of our family pictures, so we should probably get on that. Next up, we got my friends. Everybody here, ride or die, New York friends. No pictures of anybody here because you already know where my friends. What I value. Number one, honesty. Half because being honest is just a really great trait to have. If you're gonna lie to me, don't speak. And half because
Let him cook.
and half because when I'm asked to give my opinion on something, I do not hold back. Because as someone with autism, very literal all the time, I do not know how to tone that down. But I've been told it's a good part. Next, integrity. Be a good person all the time. And more or less what I interpret as integrity. As I've seen, you mean a bunch of different shit online. When no one's looking, do good shit. When people are looking, also do good shit. All the time. Leads into kindness. Golden rule, treat people how you want to be treated. You want to be treated well, treat people well. It'll come back to you. Always happens. I personally didn't believe it for a time. But it always seems to work. Treat people nice, it'll happen. Knowledge. This is not really about knowing stuff as much as it is wanting to know stuff. Even if you are struggling, slow around the bend, can't grasp concepts as easily as other people, you should always keep searching for more knowledge, keep searching to learn. If you cannot run, walk. You cannot walk, crawl. But by all means, keep moving. Leads down into progress. Personal story. When I was born, I was diagnosed with autism at 18 months, and since then, till I was 5, I had 20 hours a week of 5 different therapies all the time. So it was a lot to get me to the point where I was a functioning human being. And I would like to imagine myself as somebody who has progressed a lot, both from then and to now. What am I great at? Number one, production. As a screenshot from FL Studio, that is, I want to say it's the most complex project I have, simply because it looks like that. It's a lot of shit out there, and I honestly do not know how it got to be that much stuff on that product. But it's one of my favorites personally. Number 2, visual design. I have made most of my own song covers. 2 of them were made by small labels that my songs got signed to. And I've also made that one on the top as a custom computer case that I want to get. And those 2 on the bottom were little designs that I made to showcase a little QR code that I have, my link tree. Next, task execution. Me personally, I'm kind of iffy with this one. But every time I'm iffy with this one, I always think back to what one of my employers said. I was working at a summer camp. He told me if I was asked to make the sky fall, I could do that. I know it was exaggerating, but I have never gotten a better compliment since. Next, storytelling. Ever since I was in middle school, I have wanted to tell stories. I used to do shitty stick figure animations on my phone. I wrote random characters, random storylines. Even in my music, I aim to tell a little story within each song. And all of that is culminating to the fact that I wrote a book and I'm going to write 4 more. What is the return on investment of those books? I do not care, it's fun. Intending to make no money off of it, doesn't matter. Finally, branding. Making logos, making stuff that looks cool. Slogans, defy destiny, you'll never forget yourself. The problem is I can't draw for shit. So I'm fairly limited in what I can do in terms of visual stuff. But I make it. That's how it happens. That's another QR code I made. This one, personally my favorite because of how much detail is in there. I kind of stole inspiration from Radiohead's and Rainbows. They don't even know that.
They know it now.
We know it now.
Oh yeah. Good
All
art.
right, don't say it now.
It's all yours.
On the right, you'll see my link tree over there. It does not look like that anymore. I did some fixing up. It looks way better now. So ignore that picture. I could not be bothered to get another screenshot. But there, you for my Quaker stuff. You'll find my Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Instagram. For my Bishop Zephyr stuff, you'll find the Amazon storefront in which I sell the books. Thank you.
The aesthetic is great. You should not say you can't. You are. I heard you say a couple times. I'm not. I've heard several of you say I'm not that good at the right. I'm not good at it yet. Is one piece of it. The other part of it is you will, in my opinion, there are 2 schools of thought on this. School of thought one is if you're not good at something, work hard at it and get better at it. The other school of thought is find what you're great at and just do that and let somebody else do things you aren't. You have some clearly some visual talent. I haven't heard the music, but I have some assumptions now. I had no idea you were autistic. And what I really appreciate.
I get that a lot. Don't worry about it.
Well, I really appreciate the fact that you it makes me feel good that we've created a safe enough space amongst us that you can say some of the things I've heard tonight, right? And that's half of the battle. So the fact that you're willing to put yourself out there is unusual, and it's an asset that you should cherish.
It's no problem around here. It's great people.
And I love the black and white aesthetic. Like that whole fucking vibe, man, is just immediately I was like, okay, we're having a black and white moment. And that happens so infrequently that it's a really it's something you should hold in your back pocket. Okay. Well done. Next.
You ready?
Yeah, why not?
Ready. I'll go after.
First I can do is second.
Ray, you want you to go right now.
He really wants you to go right now.
I guess you are going. Like some Steve. level.
Sorry, Brady, you're going.
I'm going?
Yeah.
As I'm pulling it up, I think, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be pulling up Trevor's. I'm sorry. Trevor, I apologize.
Okay, I'm still in a seat now. My bad.
It's not for lack of love.
Sure.
Okay, Brady.
Can I pull up next to you? My back kind of hurts.
You want to come up, pull up next? Have a seat there, big boy.
My
I'm
teacher.
also straight.
My teacher.
You can ask my wife.
Okay, my name is Brady. And this is my What Do I Love presentation. Before I go to the next slide, who here knows how to pronounce my last name? If you know it, don't say it. Any guesses? Do you know how to say it?
I have no earthly idea. How
I didn't know. Do you know how to spell it?
I'm a shitty speller. Why are you putting me on the
My
spot?
last
This is
name,
your
for those who don't know, is Gingel. I've heard Gingel. I've heard Gingel.
Can you say it again? It's what?
Gingel.
And what is the ethnic background of
if you
Ginja?
look, from the lost village of as you can see. I just wanted to set the record.
Did you make that shit up? The lost village of Ginja?
That's his ethnicity.
Mark,
I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
No, it's people. Everyone mispronounces my last name, so I wanted to set the record straight.
yeah, don't offend the Ginjdalians.
I'm trying not to.
Thank you.
I had no idea.
The Gingins.
So, who is Brady Gingel? I'm a Massachusetts native. I'm born and raised in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. My mom is from Bridgewater. We actually live right next door to the high school that she grew up in. So that's what you call a townie. I am a middle child. I have a older sister and a younger brother, so that can probably explain the way that I am. I'm an observer. I sit in the back of the class and I just absorb information. I don't talk much unless I have something to say. I'm overall a chill guy, I would like to say. I'm pretty laid back. Steve told me, more Steve Glaze, but he told me in my my final paper, he said that I have a laid back demeanor that is good if I wanted to pursue drumming. So speaking of drumming, I've been playing drums since I was 8 years old. I love drums. When I was a kid, I would always be tapping on stuff. I don't want to knock that over. And my mom really wanted me to start playing drums. We went to, it was like a church sale in a basement of a church, and there was a $25 snare drum for sale. She bought me that. Started taking lessons on the snare, doing rudiments and stuff until my 9th birthday. The picture in the middle, I got my first drum set.
The Ripper.
The Ripper, yeah, probably on Facebook Marketplace. And I fell in love with it. Drums for me is a very physical release. Whenever I'm like stressed out or upset about something, I play the drums, and honestly, not having my drum kit here in Nashville has been kind of sucked, but I'm excited to get back and let out all that pent up, stress I've had here.
26-inch kick.
Yeah. Yeah, I did in school, I did every ensemble I could. I did marching band, I did jazz band, I did percussion ensemble. That's a picture from marching band when I played the tenor drums. I was the drum captain of the marching band. I'm the cymbal line now at the university, and I just love drums. It's what's made me start falling in love with music. I love my family and my friends. I think it's important to surround myself with good people. Yeah, it's a good picture, right?
It's
That's
great.
that's from Lonnie's Western.
Shout out Lonnie's. Woo! 10 out of 10.
Down.
I think it's important to surround myself with people that support this crazy dream that I'm trying to do. I love my family. They came to visit. That's in front of the studio. I love my girlfriend at the bottom there. I love my mom, my dad. They all really support what I'm doing, and I wouldn't be here without them. I love excitement. I love trying new things. I love exploring new places. That's Niagara Falls at the bottom there. That's me at a pickle festival with my girlfriend. I love next chapters. I like that's why I'm here, to explore a new city. I just love trying new things. What else is on these slides? This is me axe throwing in the top left.
Sweet.
That's me in New York City next to a giant Swedish fish. bottom right, me in Martha's Vineyard, and that's my whole family here in Nashville with me. What do I value? I value seeing the good in things. I love good music. I love good people. I love good times. I value growth. I always, want to get better, become a better person, but also, stay true to myself. That little guy right there. That picture is actually from, believe it or not, I did 2 triathlons.
Nice.
Believe it or not, I used to
Yo, me
be
too.
quite the athlete. But yeah, growing, but staying true to like that inner child I have inside of me. I love being positive, thinking on the bright side. My mom, she's in that picture there. She always tells me, you can't change the things that you can't control, and that's kind of like my philosophy for life. Kind of letting things go when needed, and the quote "It is what it is" helps me a lot too. Not stressing when stress isn't worth. I love the music industry. Obviously, that's why I'm here. I've always loved music, but when I was in high school, I started going to a lot of concerts, falling in love, going to live shows, and I became obsessed with like the behind the scenes aspect of it, like who booked this show, who promoted it, who's getting paid, all this stuff. That's why I decided to do it in college. I love live music. For my capstone project, I'm thinking of like starting a little booking agency, booking shows around New Haven. So if you guys know anybody, play some shows next semester, let me know. A lot of these pictures are from school, actually. Those CDs and the posters are from a project at UNH's record label that me, Abby, and Max actually all worked on together. Westville Music Bowl is in New Haven. Yeah. What am I great at? I'm great at being optimistic, seeing things on the bright side. I love creativity. Like I said, drums is a very like physical release for me, but doing things creative is always like allowed me to let some stuff in my head like get out. I'm great at remaining passionate about the things I love, like music and drums. I'm great at being a sponge. I know we all have heard that phrase from being in our internships, but I think I'm really good at like sitting back, being the observer, taking all the information in and kind of collecting it and do what I will with it later. And I'm good at having fun. I think I'm a fun guy. I like, going new places. That's at the Parthenon. That's at the NC State Museum. That picture is from a venue I work at back home, Xfinity Center. And I just, thank you for listening. Love Brady Gingell.
I like the visuals. I like how it flowed together. Again, you guys have all kind of knocked this out of the park. No one has really had a miss. Orange is your favorite color? Well, we haven't seen yours yet.
Yeah, orange has always been my favorite color.
Yeah, and when in putting it together, go back a couple slides.
Anyone?
Keep going, one more right there. So in the value slide, I love how you put the way that you arranged it. To me, says a lot about how you think about it, and the fact that growth sits in the middle and staying true to yourself. I've heard that a number of times in these presentations, which makes me really happy because I feel like you guys do seem to really have a level of grounding that I think is unusual for people your age. I don't think I was nearly this grounded at your age. So, really good.
Thank you.
All right, now you.
Sure.
I'm positive.
Sure you don't want to change.
You want to? Mike, you want to go?
You have the floor.
Do I? I don't think
You have the floor.
It'd be really fun.
Actually, let's let Mike go now.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
do you want to bat last, Trev?
Not particular.
Okay.
I prefer not to.
There you go. Well, then Mike is keeping last.
We do have Matt. Oh, yeah, Matt. Oh, don't forget about Matt.
Sorry, Matt. Should we just get out of here?
Matt won. Yeah. We already lost one Matt. We can't lose two.
We can't lose another.
Yeah, just got dark.
We lost Matt number 2.
Oh, so don't say that.
I guess we really know who the Matt number 1 is.
If I've got a 5-second delay, it'll happen about when he clicks on it.
Send it to him. Okay, right up. All right.
To any kids, I'm sorry.
What's good, y'all?
We need an R rating on this. Okay.
We do. I'm gonna swear a lot.
Go ahead.
How we doing? I'm
We're
Trevor.
good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing all right. I'm hopped up on a shit ton of caffeine.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Trevor, but what a lot of people know my persona as is reality in color. I actually want to tell the story of how I got that name. So originally I just went by reality, and that was because my grandfather, when he was coming out of high school, he lived in a small town in Rhode Island, and he had a band, and he would play wedding gigs. And the name of that band was Reality. And I got, I think, 95% of my personality from him because he was a mechanical engineer. He worked in a machine shop, and he taught me how to work with my hands. And he also taught me to love music. So when I started making music and working as an audio engineer and as a producer, I wanted to pay homage to him. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I'm him in a new era, and I wanted to be able to be found by search results. So I added in color because I thought that fit my personality while still paying homage to the people who made me who I am. So that's the little rundown. The itinerary, because like everyone, I need a to-do list, but I'll call it an itinerary so we can pretend I'm more organized. What's my story? What do I love? What do I value? And what am I good at? So
Great.
I gave you the baseline, but a timeline of sort of how I wound up in Tennessee. In 2020, I was working in high school. We had a voc program, and I was doing manufacturing engineering. So I was learning how to use CNC machines and laser cutters and all sorts of really cool tools that can rip your hands off. So I got to play with a lot of that. And then in 2022, I had finished the voc program a year early. I'm good like that. And I got the opportunity to work on the digital arts voc program, which was a shorter program. So I got through about half of it in a year. And that started me doing digital photography and video, and I enjoyed that a lot. And then we didn't actually have a music program, but I had enjoyed working with music and being in band. And that teacher who was teaching the visual arts program introduced me to digital production and making music that way. And that sort of pushed me that I can use my technological skills to make music and to be my creative outlet. And so in 2023, I released some music that I have now taken down because I hate how it sounds. And as of 2026, I've come down here. I'm planning on staying here, and I'm going to make it in the industry. It's a 10-year town. I'm hoping to do it in 8. So what do I love? I have a massive value on self-expression. Even when I was engineering, it was what I was doing to use my hands to create in the world around me, which goes into the creation aspect. I just like making things. I like adding to the world around me. I do that now through my music, which I adore. And the other two things that I think are a core part of me are my people and problems. So my creativity right behind me, these are the different avenues I've worked in, making my own music, making my own digital art, working with a killer band that I'm definitely the weakest link in. And my engineering skills, being able to be an audio engineer. My people, me and my friends hanging out with the one and only Charlie the Charger. My family up behind me. And I had to give my little sister a slide of her own because she'd kick my ass if I didn't. And my problems. My problems. I feel like this one warrants a little bit of extra explanation. I love things I don't understand, and I love being stuck because the high that I get from solving an issue is unlike anything else I've ever felt, and I just love that feeling of unlocking that next thing. What do I value? This is the things that I want to see in others and in myself. This is sort of the standard I want to hold myself to. I feel like we all come into this world and we can try and make a net zero, or we can try and be positive and add to it. And so I try and take positivity. Respect as well. I want everyone to be on that mutual playing field of understanding we all have something to add. And then authenticity. I want you to have the first two, but I want you to mean it as well. And I feel like that's pretty normal and fair. Awareness, the ability to sort of stay true to yourself and know what's going on around you. And then craziness as well, because I feel like a healthy amount of crazy goes a long way. And then, what am I great at? I said I love problems, and I think that's because I got really good at problem solving. That engineering background is really what I think solidified me being comfortable in tackling problems, because one of my high school teachers beat into us this idea of if you're not solving problems and if you're not failing and you're not learning. I'm great at people. I'm great at working with and understanding people. I think being a producer is where I see that strength the most, the ability to collaborate. Hey, look at that, collaboration. It's almost like I planned it or something. The co-humaning and collaboration is something that I think is really important. I think music especially is something that we can all be greater than the sum of our parts when we collaborate. Handling stress. I'm usually pretty good at this. I'd say I'm at like 8 out of 10 on that. I worked in the restaurant industry for a very long time, still do occasionally. And I'm used to handling 8 times what I'm supposed to be and just doing it with my head above water. And then producing, I think, is what summarizes all of this together and is really what I kick ass at most days. I'm going to shut up now. Thank y'all. Here's my info. That says Linktree. I wonder why. Oh, it's because there's a Linktree. Scan it if you need to talk to me. Thank you, guys.
All the visuals, the whole, it's just really good. All of it. All you guys are just nailing it. Really good.
When y'all are up, I'm done.
I can go.
The caffeine's wearing off, y'all. I'll post it back here.
Yeah.
All right.
Not number one.
You ready?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, who am I? My name's Mattingly. You guys all know me, but my name's Mattingly. I'm a student here with all of you. I'm a musician, and we're going to talk a little bit about myself. So first, what do I love? Number one, of course, as a lot of people have said, and I think it's going to be true for a lot of people, is I love my family. Everybody in my family is really special to me. I wouldn't be where I am without them. I know my mom, for one, is an absolutely amazing artist. She is the one who kind of showed me that you can have a living doing what you love in the arts. She runs her own business doing like wedding stationery after graduating with like a fine arts degree. So that's really cool. She also pretty much almost very, very large amount of the music I listen to now is basically just a copy of her playlist essentially. So I really, a lot of where I am now comes from her. My dad as well. He also has a big role in where I am now, and just because he is pretty much the most like stubborn, ridiculously gritty and competitive person I've ever met. He will work himself to the point of physical injury before he gives up on something, and has multiple times. So, not that I recommend that, but I think that just taught me a lot about perseverance and stuff like that. Also, he's also a pretty big element of my music taste and stuff. All the stuff that he was listening to on the radio in the car, like AC/DC, etc. Pretty much why I play guitar now. So I have a lot of respect for that. Also, I have my brother up there, my younger brother, who just started college this year. He's also going into an arts-related field. He's doing like theater set design, so that's pretty cool. So yeah. Then all my other family is also super supportive as well. I do have to specifically shout out my grandpa Jim on my mom's side. He is a really, really great musician. He's a guitarist and a mandolinist. He's amazing. He gave me my first guitar, so that's really important to me as well. And yeah, just a generally just amazing support system that I have in my family that I'm super grateful for. I also love my friends. This is amazing. Other circle that I have that is also incredibly supportive of me. I have my girlfriend, all of my friends from college over here. Then I've got some friends from back in my hometown, Eddie Davis as well, that I had at that concert. So yeah, all of these people are very, very talented and very a great support system as well. I'm very grateful for all of them. I love music. So I started playing the cello when I was 6. That was my first instrument. Yeah. Basically the reason I started playing cello is because In my school district, you had to be in 4th grade to start concert band, but you only had to be in 3rd grade to start strings. And I just wanted to start as soon as possible. So that's why I ended up doing that. But that's just how much I love music and wanted to do it. I also started playing guitar at around 13. And my life around that has kind of just exploded since then. And now I'm pursuing a degree in music and sound recording. I've been able to take classes and work at incredible studios around here, learned lots about engineering and recording, mixing, all kinds of stuff. It's been an absolutely great experience. And I also love running, hiking, being outside in nature. This is kind of like my meditative practice, I would say. Running is probably my meditative practice because it's the one time I get where I just am not distracted by anything. I don't look at my phone or anything. You're just thinking and whatever's playing. So yeah, there's been some pretty incredible places I've gotten to go and see as well. A lot of stuff in Katy National Park, lots of trips to canoe trips, various other things. Yeah, but I really love doing all this stuff as well. Moving on, what do I value? So one thing I specifically really value is honesty. You kind of need trust if you're going to be able to do anything. I think a lot of these points are going to kind of echo each other a little bit. If I can't trust what you say, or you can't trust what I say, then pretty much nothing else on this list matters. That's why I'd say honesty first. Kindness, also very important. Treating people with kindness generally is just always a good thing to do. No one likes to be around people who are assholes, but at the same time, even if someone's being an asshole to you, I think it's still good to treat everyone with kindness and respect. Even, at times it might be hard. It's always, usually a good practice to be getting into. Accountability. I really want to be somebody that can be depended upon when somebody tells me to do something or I say I'm going to do something, I know I'm going to do it. I know it's going to get done. I really appreciate I see that in others as well. I think that's really great. Having a good circle, I think, is very important. I think somebody told me one time that you are essentially the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I'd say that's pretty accurate. And I feel like I've seen myself change based on people that I spend time with. So I think surrounding yourself with a good group of people is really important to make you into a better person. Growth, also very important. Always assume that you have something to learn. No matter how much experience you get or how much cool things you do, you're never going to know it all. So always assume that you always have something to learn in any situation, whether you're talking to somebody who you really admire and who's really experienced and doing something you love for 40 years, or if you're talking to a 16-year-old who is just started. Always assume you have something to learn. Then, as mentioned earlier, grittiness, perseverance is very important. You should do things even if they're hard, even if it takes lots of work, even if it takes lots of time. You need to be able to get through stuff. Otherwise, you're not going to really be able to accomplish the amazing things that you want to accomplish. Now, what am I great at? Recording and mixing music has been really the thing that I've just been absolutely focusing in on ever since I got here. I didn't know, I went into college being like, this is something cool that seems really interesting to me. I'm going to try it. But I was not totally confident in myself, not totally sure of what I want to do, but now I do know this is what I want to do. And I'm just going to work super, super hard at it. And I think I've got the potential to be great at it, and I'm going to become great at it. So that's what I would say. Also, organization. I'm extremely, extremely organized. I'm really good at managing my time, managing things in my life to make sure that I stay organized and things stay put together, and that helps me accomplish what I want to accomplish. I also think I'm good at leadership. Throughout what I've been doing so far in my life, I've been able to do a lot of different leadership roles, whether it's on the sports team or through scouting programs or through being an RA back at school. I've been in a lot of different leadership roles like that. I've really enjoyed those leadership roles. That's the same reason I also say I'm good at teaching. I've done quite a bit of teaching in those roles as well, and I really like being able to help share what I know with other people and just share cool experiences with everyone. Reliability is something I'm really great at. As I said earlier, if you give me a task to do, I'm going to get it done. It's not a question. It's going to happen. No matter what I have to do to get there, I can be counted on to accomplish what needs to be accomplished. And then figuring it out, that kind of go hand in hand with that. Even if the solution for something is not immediately obvious or something different has to be done, I can figure out a way to accomplish the goal. It's not just going to be, oh, it can't be done because I don't have this item or not enough time for that or whatever. Find a way to get it done. And that's something I've really been great at. So yeah, that's me. Hope you learned a little bit about me. There you go.
Your personality shows in the way you present. You're good at presenting. I don't know. How many of you guys don't like, or I know, nervous about doing it? Did it feel? Does this help going through this process?
Yeah.
Because you don't come off that way at all. Good confidence. I'm interested in just in terms of your color schemes. I always think about how color impacts. What drove your two things? One, the color selection, and the circles.
The Bulgarian flag.
I see Bulgarian.
I think it's. I don't know.
I'm not Bulgarian. If that's the Bulgarian flag.
I gotta look.
No, but basically, because I kind of didn't know how I wanted to do the colors and stuff. Because I wanted it to be like seem pretty plain, but still have like a little bit of stuff going on. So basically, the idea was the what do I love section was all red.
Yep.
And so those have those circles, and then this one was green, and this one was blue, and now there's
And then you put them together.
there's all.
Yeah. So really, I mean, really well. Lots of really good thinking went into it, and it ties it all together. Really
Thank
good.
you.
All right.
It's your turn.
It's your turn.
Okay, Mike.
It is not the Bulgarian.
What does the Bulgarian flag look like?
It's white instead of blue.
One color off.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
All right.
All right.
Welcome. This is my presentation of what do I love. We're going to get started with the index, or what the things we're going to cover. We have 3 sections. I'm going to talk about the things and stuff that I like. We're going to talk about the values that I hold, and then we're going to talk about the things that I'm great at. We're going to talk about stuff I like first. First and foremost, I love hiking. I am a huge fan of the outdoors. I've always been a huge fan of the outdoors. I was in Boy Scouts for many, many years. I'm an Eagle Scout. It's one of the biggest, proudest achievements I have. The 3 photos here are in the top left. That is up in the White Mountains on not Mount Washington, but looking at Mount Washington, which is the highest peak in the Northeast. The one on the right there is in the Adirondacks, and then the bottom is at Rocky Mountain National Park. I love biotechnology. It's one of the big reasons why I'm down here. We have in the bottom, we have the innards of an 1176. We have my amp and the patch bay from my intern session at Blackbird, that was a lot and a lot of fun. And then probably the most core part about me is I'm a huge nerd. So I have a bunch of stuff. I got a couple of my favorite video games. It's hard to tell what is drawn on that sticky note, but that's from Outer Wilds, which is my favorite puzzle game of all time. And then in the bottom, we have some figurines that I painted because I'm a huge nerd and I love those things. Here's part 2 of that. We're going to start off with the animals. We have my dog. His name is Carlos. I love him. We have my cat, and then we have a moose.
You have a pet moose?
We did not have a pet moose. I just found that in the woods.
I didn't take it home. They wouldn't let us.
Another huge thing in my life is music. I've been playing guitar since I was like 11. It's pretty huge. All of these photos are either from concerts or in the bottom, there's me playing guitar. Kind of hard to see, it's a little bit blurry, but we have when I went to Chevelle, when I saw Holocene, and when I saw Foo Fighters. So some of my favorite bands, and then me playing the guitar. And then, last but not least, we have my friends and my family. You have seen this image before, namely in represented the background of one of Matt's photos. That is what we have dubbed the last breakfast. Because at the end of the semester at New Haven, they have this thing called late night breakfast. You go there, eat breakfast food, wicked late at night, right before finals. And we decided we were going to get Charlie to take a photo with us, and we were going to pose in the same way as the Last Supper painting, with Charlie as Jesus.
That's my friend Carlos. That's Charlie.
It was pretty awesome. I have my family. This is my parents and I in the deserts of Nevada. It was a pretty cool trip. We have all the way on the right, he's got to get cut off, but that's my boy Ben with a stick that he found. We have me and a couple of my friends on a shipping container we decided to get on top of. I don't remember why, but we just did. It's really impossible to see the bottom one there, but that's Matt, like eating the last slice of pizza and then backing away from us really quickly. Not that Matt, a different Matt. And then we have my buddy Peter, menacingly holding a straw, and he's about to stab a Capri Sun. Because those are the kind of people I hang out with. We're going to talk about my values. Probably first and foremost is loyalty. It is.
Hold on, is that Joe Biden chasing a cat?
We will get to that. We will get to those. But like one of the most important aspects to me is loyalty. If you're not somebody who I can like go to and be like, I can trust you with this, then I really don't like you, which kind of goes into like part of honesty and passion. If you're not a passionate person and you're trying to sit there and be all nonchalant, be like, I don't care about anything, I hate you. I think you suck as a person if you're not passionate about things. And I like artistry. I'm a musician. I put a lot of art into my mixing. I put a lot of art into my engineering, and it's pretty cool. I also really like being weird, which is why I've decided to add some of my favorite photos, such as the photoshopped image of Joe Biden chasing a cat, and that's his sleep deprivation.
I got that.
Yeah, and then that's from that's the beach in New Haven when at a Halloween party we all decided to go on a side quest to the beach, and for whatever reason we wrote "Kill John Lennon" in sand.
Number 5.
Moving on.
Is that what that's?
Moving on to our last section. We're going to talk about what I'm great at. First up, mathematical thinking. Whenever I think about anything, it is always through the process of like a formula or an equation. How do I get from what parts do I need to add together to get to the final step of something? Or what do I have to multiply? What do I have to subtract? It's always it all comes back to math. I was that weird kid who liked math class. But yeah, I also think I'm really great at engineering. You can see a PCB board I soldered. We have the whatnot sticker for scale. That's some of my engineering homework up there. Yeah. Pretty cool stuff. I like it. Navigation is another thing I think I'm really good at. One of the biggest core memories for me from Scouts is when I was probably 14 and we were on this hike and they decided, we're just going to hand you a compass and a map and you're going to get us to where we're going. And I got us there and it was like really stressful because They did not. I knew that they were probably checking my work, but they pretty much just handed me a map and walked away. It's like, hey, you're gonna get us to there, and if you mess up, we all die. And then probably like the biggest thing I'm really great at is being abnormal. That is what that says.
I got the first part.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't have an outro slide because I don't need an outro slide. If you want to contact me, just come find me. I'm easy to find. Look me up. But yeah, thanks.
Go back to the top. I like the total disregard for all of it. Spacing. The way that you randomly, and I don't think it's random. The way that you're capitalizing certain things in certain
That
areas.
isn't random at all. That is a trick that I stole from the software engineering world, where in order to put you can't use spaces in any code or anything. So in order to be able to understand a sentence of things, if it's like a multi-word naming thing, you capitalize the first letter of each word so that it's easily read while all being the same.
So go deeper in for a sec, because you next. There. So capital L, lowercase p h a, and then capital B.
Usually,
Intentional?
no, that was not intentional.
Okay.
Usually, what is done is that's probably out of force of habit, because usually what is done is for some reason, they don't capitalize the first word of anything. But that was not intentional.
Okay. And the typeface is really interesting. I also like kind of the abstract background, and just the joke, just the whole. It's fucking weird.
Mark, do you want to hear a
It's
worst
fucking-
part? The green legs is me dressed up as the Riddler.
That is in fact Trevor's
That
legs.
is
Shut the hell up.
That is my feet dressed up as
It's
the Riddler for Halloween.
There you
yes.
go. Well, the two of you should not spend as much time together. Any questions?
I have a question.
Go.
Yes.
Why are you not wearing shorts?
I was gonna say that.
Because I had work today.
I was gonna say, I'm glad you stayed
You
with it.
should have worn shorts for the brand.
I should have planned.
Yeah,
you're off ranch.
I didn't feel-
Over
I didn't feel like changing between work and here.
Put a picture.
I was gonna say, Mike, I'm glad you
You want me
stayed
to go
the
get you a pair of
last day of the entire program to not wear shorts. To not wear shorts.
Every single day he's wearing shorts. They know.
Special occasion.
Well done. Well done. All right.
Growth.
Yes. End. Okay.
You didn't even outro.